Hello, good morning, and happy Friday. So, my name is Jen Bailey, and I'm a VSG athlete. Pardon me while I put on my socks because it's real cold out here right now. So yeah, I am a long distance runner. I do marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, half, all of that fun stuff. I had VSG surgery 3 years ago. It was March 2nd, I believe, 3 years ago. And yeah, so I go on here and I just try and, share my journey, my experiences along the way, the good, the bad, the ugly, and in hopes of, helping at least one person learning, from me, if you will. Let's see, we have just MJ. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. So yeah, today I wanted to go over flexibility because that's something I noticed that definitely got better throughout this time. But I remember thinking before I got the surgery, is it something like, if I get the surgery, are all these things going to magically get better? Are they going to, like, yes, I'm going to lose weight from it. I know it's a tool, but is it going to like fix flexibility? Kind of yes and no. So we'll go over why and all of that stuff. Oh, one more. Let's go back to this real quick. My big day is Monday. Your channel has been so helpful throughout my journey. Oh my gosh. Okay, number one, I'm super excited for you. That is amazing. So like, snaps, congratulations. You just got the weekend. I go, Karma, babe, you're going to have to come around, buddy. We can't. I love you. Okay, let's give this boy a second. Come on. Okay. So yes, good for you. This is awesome. I appreciate that. That's what I'm on here for, is to be able to help people as best as I can, and that makes my heart happy. I'm really excited for you. So congratulations, and keep me updated. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be an amazing journey. Wow, so excited. Okay, so flexibility. Pre-surgery at my 238 pounds, I wasn't very flexible. I wasn't very bendy. That wasn't part of my life as much as I wanted it to be. And, I did some stretching. I did some yoga things, but, wasn't really into it because in my experience, having all of that weight made it a lot harder. It was a lot harder on my lower back to bend and do things using your body weight. It would kind of like spawn the crazy, like, I don't know, what feels like electricity through my lower back. It just shot out, and then it would make me stuck, and it was awful. So I didn't like that, but it was difficult. And then with the excess fat and the excess chonkage on me, if you will, you can't really bend. At least I couldn't. I would try, and then I'd bend not very far because all of that fat is in the way. Trying to do sit-ups, not the crunches, just like an old school sit-up. I couldn't get very far because that fat was like hindering the mobility. So that was something I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, when I get the surgery, am I going to become more bendy? Got the surgery, weight started coming off, and no, I did not become more bendy. It happened over time, and that was through a few different things. That was because of stretching and yoga. Uh, I stayed more consistent with it, especially once I got the all clear to get back into running and do the things that I really, really enjoy. Um, I'll go over some of these things. So static stretching versus dynamic stretching, and then we'll touch on yoga, um, and go from there. But yeah, that's stretching was a big deal, and that's how I'm able to be way more flexible nowadays, than pre-surgery. It's not, oh, because I got the surgery, bam, I can like squat down to the floor, that kind of thing. Static stretching, so that's when you stand, sit, or lie still while holding a position for up to or about 45 seconds. These are things I do mostly like pre exercise. I throw dynamic, and we'll talk about that next. But when I'm doing the static ones, like there's things where I'm laying down and I cross over one leg over the other, and I'm kind of leaning my knee across. So I'm like opposite. If my right knee is going left, my body is going right, and I lay there for 45 seconds and I'm stretching. I'm stretching my hips that way. I'm stretching my legs. I'm doing all the good stuff. There's ones where I'm standing, and if I'm at home, I'll hold a wall so I'm a little more balanced with it. And I hook my ankle and bring it up behind my body, and I'm stretching out my quads on there. And yeah, like you can do all of these things anywhere. I've done them when we're out at a run club on the boulevard. I do them when we're out in Santa Monica, and I don't have a pole to hold on to. I got to really practice that balance there, so I don't just like tip over. But these are things that I've incorporated into my life to be able to do what I love, and in turn, it's helped me become a lot more flexible, and less injury prone, unless I fall on a run, and that's my fault. Um, Dynamic stretching, so those are controlled movements that prepare your muscles and ligaments and other soft tissues for performance and safety. We also do these before I'm doing my runs. I do strength training, but not nearly as much as I should. And that's something I definitely want to, focus on this next training season. We're always striving to better ourselves, better things from before. So that's what I'm, going to be mindful of coming into this next season. But dynamic is your things are moving while you're stretching. So again, beforehand, I'm gripping onto that wall, and I've got my leg swings, whether it's swinging, if I'm standing and my leg is going this way in front of me to help, again, your legs, the hips, all of that, then that's dynamic because you're actively moving things. Same things if you're doing arm circles, you want to like loosen up, all of that good stuff, and be ready, because while you're doing things, it's moving. You want to get your body warmed up and prepared, but it's helped out in flexibility. Something as simple as pre-surgery in the shower, I would be like, oh gosh, you struggle to like reach way back there and get this, and now there's really not an issue with things. You can move all around. So it goes from head to toe, but you got to put in the work. So the controlled movements, you're not flailing. These things are happening. You're doing about the same amount of time, maybe 30 seconds, at least for me. And it's helped. And yeah, that I can't stress enough. We have to put in the work to be able to make this happen. Surgery is not a fix-all. It's going to help in a lot of situations, a lot of benefits, the things that are helpful to our lives. So sorry, I am cold and my nose is running. Almost done with that cold. I still got a little bit of this, but feeling much better. Yeah, so static, you're still, you're holding things, stretching, great, dynamic, moving in a controlled motion. We're not flailing. And then I get to yoga. Yoga, in my head, even before surgery, I knew it was challenging, but I always thought like yoga's gonna be fun and like easy breezy. Yoga is tough. Yoga is by far the most challenging, but also you feel so great when you're done with it, because it's like, it's a workout in itself. But I think that's what's been like, what's kind of launched me into that extra flexibility, like the squatting pose that I have on a little thumbnail. I can take it to the floor. I can sit there. I can hold that for the longest time. And it just feels so comfortable and so good. I'll do that like just if I'm hanging out, or I do that, you know, after my runs. And people are like, oh my gosh, I'm super grateful because I'm able to do that. Pre-surgery, never. I couldn't even get a quarter of the way to it. And I just like, boom, hit the floor, fall backwards, whatever. So with yoga, the poses often require that you're holding your body weight in challenging positions. Yes. Which can help build muscle and increase strength. Absolutely. I can attest to this. It is part of my journey, and it's something that I'm going to be really like sticking with, because I've seen the benefits from it. It's amazing. And when I'm done with it, I kind of feel like I'm in this nice, calm, like zen, happy place moment. Probably not so much as after like the long runs where I come back like Oprah, like Starbucks for everybody, but I feel it within me, and it feels great. I accomplished something that was challenging. I know it's benefiting my body. Please don't touch my thing, Karma. And yeah, it's amazing. I will put a couple of the links that I use in the description. I think I forgot to do that, but there's one that's like 20 minutes. And if I don't have a lot of time, go on there, make it happen. And I've done something for that day. And you get the stretch on. Not so much of like a super sweat with that one, but it's moving your body and you feel great with it. And you end up, you know, like at the end of it, you're grounding. It's wonderful. And then I'll put in another one that's, I think, an hour or so. And that one is real challenging, but absolutely worth it. And there's things that I've gotten better at. I am not nearly as bendy as the girl that teaches it, but my hopes are to get there. And I've definitely seen improvements in what I can do from when I first started working with that video versus, you know, nowadays. So we got to remember to like give ourselves that grace, do the things that, you know, we think are going to be difficult, even if like, I don't think we should ever say, I can't do that. You know, there's some version of it that we can adjust our bodies to do it. And whether you track your progress or you just kind of monitor it in your own mind, I think it's absolutely worth it. As much as I would love to track progress and write things down, I don't have time for that. we're busy. So give yourself that grace to try these things. If we don't get it the first time, okay, great. If you get it the 7th time, fantastic. But just keep pushing to do it. So yeah, the surgery will help obviously in getting us to that point, but ultimately, just like anything with the eating, the drinking, the exercising, it is what we are doing to help ourselves progress, to help hit these milestones and the things that we set out, the goals for ourselves. So give yourself the grace to do these amazing things, try new things. If you don't like it, okay, maybe Zumba's your thing, and that's how you get your, dynamic action in. Great. Zumba's not my thing. I look like one of those crazy car plays, like it's not mine. Running's my thing. So yeah, that's where we're at. But I'm definitely happy to be back. I'm happy to not feel sick. Having a cold is the worst. And that watery like nose run, you bend down, all of a sudden, oh no, and I'm at work, usually when that happens, so it's not cute. But I appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you so much. Let's go into an amazing weekend. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like where you're at right now. It's very cold over here. Hopefully we'll have a little bit better weather, at least for running this weekend. But until next time, follow along my journey. I'm on Instagram as Jen_Bailey17 and Strava as Jen Bailey. You'll see my first jog since the Los Angeles Marathon. I just did that on Tuesday with our run club, and that was really awesome. Oh my gosh, we had like a bunch of people. The weather was amazing. So very grateful for that. But get out there, spend time, meet new people, enjoy something, find the silver lining, even if it's crazy snowy weather and that kind of stuff. But find the silver lining and live the life that you love, and just constantly do great things, challenge yourself. That said, until next time, sending light, love, and happiness. I will see you next week. Bye.